the 10th of November, Vox, Spain's brash newcomer on the political scene, celebrated its parliamentary elections breakthrough.
We are the third largest political force in the country. We have 52 deputies.
Often described as the latest member of Europe's far-right club, Vox came out of the shadows after its success in regional elections in Andalusia only a year ago. This time, some of its best results came in the community of Madrid. We went there to understand what drove voters to Vox. The city of Parla, south of the capital, is a traditional left-wing stronghold. A champion of national unity and slayer of illegal immigration and political corruption, Vox struck a chord here. The local leader of the party is a former far-left trade unionist. He now says 36 years of socialist and communist power in Parla brought the local economy to its knees. Vox won up to 30% of the vote in neighborhoods where many homes have been turned into squats. Repossessed by banks during the financial crisis, the homes have now become prey for organized crime.
Here you can see the entrance to the garage, which has no door. It was torn off. The gate is open, and here they even sell the flats, which means that if you come with enough money, someone lets you in and opens you the door to an apartment. And all these places here have all been squatted.
It's a situation that Vox wants to address. And one of the reasons that people in Parla, like Kai, voted for the party. A former supporter of the Popular Party, Spain's main conservative party, he now sometimes gives a helping hand to Vox's local team. His own building was recently squatted.
It's a luxury building, and here we've already had our first squatter. I paid 300,000 euros for my flat, and I came to live here because it's supposed to be one of the best neighborhoods in the city. But now our apartment is losing value.
Most squatters are illegal immigrants who have come here illegally, without work, without papers, needing a place to live in, and they end up committing this type of crime. We're not against immigration, we're against illegal and uncontrolled immigration.
Kai and his wife left Madrid a few years ago in search of a better quality of life in Parla, where they're bringing up their 2 children. It's a project, they say, that has been spoiled by growing insecurity.
Right now, people are afraid to go out in the street after 10 at night because it's become the Bronx. All you see at night is crime, drug trafficking and mafia gangs. That's why we started voting for Vox, because we want solutions. We need to use a bit more force.
I'd never voted before because I was really disenchanted with the ideas of the other parties. And most of all because, most of the time, they didn't do what they said they'd do.
In Madrid, Vox won over more than 1 in 5 voters on average. A result driven by the winds of nationalism triggered by Catalonia's claims for independence. Well, we are in Salamanca, one of Madrid's most exclusive neighborhoods, and there are Vox supporters here too.
Hola, buenos días.
Hello, come in.
A mi casa.
So this is where we live. My dog Berta, my daughter too. She's called Blanca, like me, and myself.
Blanca is an entrepreneur and member of the Spanish nobility. Disillusioned by the Popular Party, she's now counting on Vox to defend values she says are under threat.
Blanca, hola.
What won her over was the party's nationalist creed. So did Vox's plans to reform the Spanish law on violence against women, and that condemning Francoism.
Here, nationalist feelings are non-existent. People are ashamed to lift their flag. It's something I can't understand. Spain must be one nation. One of the big problems we have in Spain is our system of regional autonomies. We've got to change it. We can't have 17 different parliaments, 17 different TV channels, 17 of everything. You know why? Because it will simply make us bankrupt. The other thing that concerns me is gender ideology. Vox wants equality between men and women. What Vox doesn't want is that for the same crime, sentences aren't the same for men and women. It really upsets me that when people know you're with Vox and voting for Vox, they'll look at you and call you far-right. We're a democratic party. We are a party with certain values. I'm against abortion, of course. Such values are not in fashion today. If this is being far-right, then okay. We're far-right because there's no one to the right of us.
These values are also dear to younger Vox supporters. They were key to the party's success.
Hello, come in. I'm just finishing a video and a poster for Valladolid. I just have a date to change it and it's done.
Jaime is part of the Vox youth branch team in charge of social networking.
I found out about Vox on social media and I think it's a very important tool for getting our message out, straight from the source to the reader, without having to go through other people who might misinterpret what we say. Okay, now let's call some other friends.
The young activists are waiting for us in front of one of their usual hangouts. The nation, family and traditions are central to their commitment. But Vox, they say, is above all the party of renewal for Spain.
I believe we represent true freedom. I would like to see a Spain of freedom, equality and unity. These are the three things I would like, and most of all, prosperity.
And also a Spain where the family is central. Because with the model that we now have, which burdens families with taxes, by the time I'm 65 or 70, pensions will be a thing of the past.
What I want, now that Vox has made it politically and is here to stay, is for it to invest in the Spanish people, to invest in the things we really need.